English interdictation. Ready? Start. Honorable Speaker Sir, I rise to express the views of my party on the demands for supplementary grants. At the outset, I wish to request the Honorable Speaker to give me at least 15 minutes to speak so that I would be able to put forth all points on the floor of the House. As the first point, I wish to mention here that as honorable members of the House, we would raise the issues affecting the common people of this country. At the same time, I would like to bring to the notice of the House that we do not want to make personal criticisms against the finance minister. So, I would like to make it clear that all our criticisms made on the floor of the House relate to our duty. It is therefore necessary that they should not be taken as personal attacks on the honorable ministers. Secondly, I would like to place on record that today we are discussing the demands for supplementary grants for this year. At the same time, we are also discussing demands for excess grants for the previous year. You will remember that the first one refers to request for additional allotment to meet urgent expenditure. In the same manner, the second demand refers to approval for excess expenditure made over and above the amount sanctioned. I request the honorable members to be clear about this point. Thirdly, all departments of the government are expected to estimate their budget expenditure correctly. It has to be borne in mind that only if there is a correct estimate of probable expenditure in a year, the House can allot the amount after proper discussion. So, my only point in this record is that departments should avoid making excess expenditure as far as possible. Now, I would like to come to fourth point. I find that the Public Accounts Committee has reported that two departments have incurred expenditure over the funds allotted in the last 2 years. I would like to point out that one of them is the Finance Department. As a matter of fact, it is the Finance Ministry which has to guide other departments on how to prepare the estimate of expenditure correctly every year. Excess expenditure can be done only if there is a sudden or urgent spending due to natural calamities or major disaster. I would therefore like to bring this sad state of affairs to the attention of the House. With these words, I now move on to the next point. Next, I would like to point out the reasons for such excess expenditure. As a matter of fact, it is a sorry state of affairs that there is a lack of supervision on the part of the finance department. In this connection, I have a suggestion for the honorable minister. The finance department must do timely reviews and properly anticipate the requirement of additional funds. If this is done, I am sure that we would be able to avoid excess expenditure in the years to come. From the General Manager, Bharat Tools Limited, Erode to the Secretary to Government of India, Ministry of Defence, New Delhi. Sir, I am in receipt of your letter giving special instructions for the production and supply of a certain special type of spare parts which are immediately required and not available in the country. As you are aware, we are considered to be specialists in that particular field. Before conveying our acceptance to supply the goods required, I may be permitted to mention that due to the abnormal increase in the cost of raw material, high competition in the market, short time at our disposal for the manufacture and supply of the items indicated in your letter, the cost of production will increase and we may be able to supply the goods only at a slightly higher rate than already indicated to you, as we must engage extra labor to complete the work in time, which may incur extra expenses. I may mention that by allowing slight increase in price quoted by us, you will not only encourage a well-established industry specialized in this particular design essential for defense purposes, but give an opportunity of expanding our production program. Yours faithfully,